Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a science video. Now, I've looked at some experiments that I can do. I'm not sure which ones are going to work and which ones won't work, but the ones that do work I'll be keeping on the video, and the ones that don't I'm not going to put in, so we'll see how it goes. So the first experiment that we're going to do is called magic milk. So you need a few things. You need milk, you need some food colouring, and you need some soap. So I've got fairy liquid, and you need a toothpick or a cotton bud. So the first thing you need to do is into your bowl you need to pour like a shallow amount of milk. I'm just going to do it until it makes a circle like that. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my food colouring and just drop a few drops into it. So I'm going to do them all around so you can see what happens more clearly. Okay, so I've got my milk and my food colouring. And the next thing I'm going to do, obviously you can see it's not really moving, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my toothpick into the fairy liquid. I think you can use any soap, but I'm using this. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to dip my toothpick into the milk, and the food colouring should run away from my toothpick. So you can see, as soon as I put this in, the food colouring started moving away from it. You can see if I hold it in one place, they'll start to get further away as well. And the reason it does that is because the fairy liquid and the toothpick, they're taking up some of the room that the milk and the food colouring had. So the food colouring basically needs to move away because it needs more room on top of the liquid. And that's called surface tension. Okay, so this next experiment is called lava lamp, and you need three things. You need water, food colouring, and oil. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is pour your water into your glass, or whatever you're doing the experiment in. And then you're going to get your food colouring, and you're going to put a few drops of that in there. Let me just get it out. There you go. Okay, so you can see they're all there. Now I'm going to just use a spoon to stir that in, and then you'll see the colour change. Okay, so now that I've got that, if I put the oil in, because of how the oil is going in, and because of the different densities of the water and the oil, instead of mixing together, it's going to drop into the blue water, and it's basically going to look like bubbles going up like a lava lamp. Okay, and then after that it's going to float to the top. So let's see how it happens. Okay, so you can see it's going down and then it's making bubbles as it's coming up, but it doesn't mix, it stays on top of the blue water. So you can see all the tiny bubbles, they've all reached the top, and you can see it quite clearly has not mixed with the blue water. I've been mixing my lava lamp, and if you do it, you can see that the oil starts to travel down the glass, and it starts to look a little bit like slime, or it looks a bit like glitter as well. So I'm going to keep mixing it. Okay, the next experiment we're doing is the Coke and Mentos challenge. So you've probably seen this before or done it before. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of my Mentos into the Coke, and I'm going to see that hopefully it gets a reaction and the Coke bursts up. So I've got my Mentos in here, so all I'm going to do is pour it in, and hopefully we can get a reaction, and hopefully I don't get wet. So I'm going to move away a little bit. Okay, let's see. So it wasn't as high as I hoped, and pretty much all of the Mentos didn't go in there, so I think I might try it again. Okay, so because the first time didn't go as high as I expected, I'm doing something different. So this time I've cut off the top of the bottle so that I have more room and more time to pour the Mentos in. So this time I'm going to hope that they all go in before it explodes. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay. It didn't go as high, but it definitely did look cool, and the whole bottle has gone foamy now, so yeah. Okay guys, for this next experiment, all you're going to need is some baking soda, some vinegar, a bottle, and a balloon. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to put your baking soda inside your balloon. So if you just put a few teaspoons, that should be enough. Okay, so that's one. I'm just going to let it go all the way in. I'm going to put a little bit more. That's two. And one more. Let me just see if we can fit any more. If we can, yeah, I think we could put one more. Okay, so we've got 4 teaspoons of baking soda in here. Oh, that's okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to pour some vinegar into this bottle. I'm not going to put a lot. I'll show you how much I put. Oh, must have been something at the bottom of the bottle, but that's okay. So I'm just going to pour up to about there. I think that's enough. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there now. And then with your balloon, you're going to just put it over the bottle. And then once it's on it securely, like that, next thing you do is just tip it in and then watch the reaction that happens. Okay, so I'm going to leave the balloon now. As you can see, it's getting blown up by the reaction that's happening. So I'm shaking the bottle and it's blowing the balloon for me because the vinegar, because it's acidic, it's reacting to the baking soda and it's making carbon dioxide, which is what the balloon is being filled up with. Okay, so I haven't blown it. All I've done is mix the vinegar and the baking soda together. And I've got a balloon now. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have some time to try at least one of these at home, and I hope you join me for the next video.